Hey everyone, I just wanted to take a couple minutes here and explain to you how I differentiate when I'm using task cards in my classroom. I think using task cards is actually one of the easiest ways to differentiate instruction in your classroom, whether you're teaching kindergarten or whether you're teaching high school. I really think you can differentiate the tasks, the purposes, the skill level, Bloom's taxonomy level, the questioning, higher order thinking. I think there's so many ways to differentiate using task cards, and I'm going to share with you an example of how I differentiate in my second grade classroom using my task cards. So I have a set of one of my task cards in my hand right here that's practicing place value, and as you can see, they're blue for one, and it's just with 2-digit numbers. Then I actually had my kiddos in a different group. I do math rotations, kind of like guided math, if you will. And so I used my blue place value task cards with my lower level learners, and then when my little bit more advanced learners came to my group, I busted out the green task cards, and those had 3 digits on. I actually had a third and a fourth set that had 4 and 5 digits on, kind of like on standby if my kiddos were ready for that. And then each set of kiddos, depending on the task card difficulty that I gave them, also had their own response sheet, their own recording sheet that went with the task cards that they were given based on their skill level, based on their readiness. Like this one says set 1, so these blue task cards were my set 1, and then this response sheet says set 2, and my green task cards go with set 2. So that's just one way and one example how you can differentiate using task cards. You can do that in small group. You could do that for early finishers. You could have, depending on the skill level, depending on the subject, you could have a basket for your lower level learners that are color coded for them, and they know to grab those task cards. Maybe you have a enrichment basket for your enrichment students that you're trying to challenge all the time, maybe a gifted population in your classroom. So I definitely think there is a variety of ways you can differentiate using task cards in your classroom, and I challenge you to give one a try.